everybody, welcome back to Lyrical Resonance, where we believe that where words fail, music speaks. I am getting into a song that my wife asked me to get into, so this is another request video. We haven't done one in a while, but this is the band Awake at Last and their song Dead to Me. Now, I have heard of this band before. I think their music is actually really phenomenal. I struggle to name any of their songs right now. I do know that they did a song with Spencer Charnas of, I hope I said that name right, of Ice Nine Kills, which was, dude, so good. And I don't believe they are a Christian band, but that is not the point. I am a Christian. I get into music because I believe that God will be found wherever he is looked for, and I seek him in the lyrics of music that I listen to. So that's kind of our deal here. If you can get with that, awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching. If you like what you've seen by the end of this video, I would ask that you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say. So let's do that as we listen to the song Dead to Me by Awake at Last. Nice.
The sky is painted blue and gray. I'll say goodbye to your lost soul. Eulogize and drop a rose. I'll burn the bridge and walk away. There's no need to make amends. We were never even friends. It doesn't matter what you meant to me. I remember what you did to me. This is the end of us and me. 'Cause you're dead to me. I buried every picture, every memory. Sleeping 6 feet under, you are dead to me. And there's no resurrection because of your deception. You are dead and gone. Nothing that you say can save us now. And when I cut you off, I cut you out. Yeah, nothing that you say can save us now. You are dead, dead to me.
Dude. Wow, what a... I love that chorus, man. That is such a... like a hooks you in and holds your attention chorus. And man, I find that really challenging. I gotta keep listening a little more, I think, to really kind of process the words of the song. I do find the guitars to be fantastic. The production value of this is insane. And, you know, the content of this, I got to wrap my head around it a little bit. I will say, I find this dude's voice to kind of be like a cross between Craig Mabbitt from Escape the Fate and Spencer from Ice Nine Kills. Like, it's very, like, if you were to mix those two vocals, I feel like you would get this. And so, man, this is good. I enjoy this. Apparently, a lot of people in the comments found this kind of like as an ad. And so, I don't know. This is kind of cool. I'm gonna keep going though with this music because I like this a lot. Sounds super dope. One of the things I do want to say is they said in the description on their video, Dead to Me is a song about the negative interactions that we sometimes have to experience in order to live and grow. It paints the picture of betrayal, but also speaks to find strength in the people who sometimes burn you. Interesting. Interesting. Comment below with a negative experience you've outgrown. That's what they say. Go ahead and do that here too. Why not? Let's keep up with this.
You never wanted this to grow. Built a wall to trap me in, but every moment has its end.
Yeah. That falsetto he does, man, that sounds so good. Oh, so crisp, and I just very, very nice delivery.
Nothing that you say can save us now. And when I cut you off, I cut you out. Yeah, nothing that you say can save us now. You are dead, dead to me. Dead to me. It's funny how it's 4 years of tragedy. I'm moving on. I think it's time to say goodbye. You are dead to me. I buried every picture, every memory.
Oh man,
6 feet under. You are dead to me.
there it is.
There's no resurrection because of your deception. You are dead and gone. Nothing that you say can save us now. And when I cut you off, I cut you out. Yeah, nothing that you say can save us now. You are dead, dead to me. Nothing that you say can save us now.
There we go. Dude, that was so good. If you couldn't, like, get into that, you need to check your pulse. Because that was excellent. So as I'm thinking about these lyrics, I'm thinking about it in terms of what they've presented here, just, in relational terms, and how sometimes the best thing for us is to cut a relationship out, and that's challenging to do. And sometimes the damage that's done by relationships where things go sideways can be hard to navigate. Let me pull up the lyrics for this. I don't know, dude, relationships are so hard to navigate anyway, and then you throw in where they're damaging and can create pain and heartache, and we have this sentimentality about us where we try to operate with the forgive and forget mentality, and I'm beginning to wonder if that isn't causing more harm than good. Because there are some things that are wrong, and there are some things that should make us upset. And I've talked about this. I'm actually writing kind of extensively. I haven't shared any of what I'm writing really. I've shared snippets, but I haven't shared. It's become quite a journey of what I'm writing, but about anger and how to process it well, because that is one of my biggest struggles, is controlling my anger and dealing with these kind of conflicting relationships, and how do we do it well. And so I've been writing about this, and one of the things that I keep coming back to, this conclusion I've reached, is that, dude, we're just not angry enough. Like, we don't get angry at the right things. There's a lot of anger, but it's misdirected and it's misguided and it's not engaged with properly. And so we have, destruction and broken relationships, and when we see things go sideways in a relationship that needs to be dead and buried, sometimes that is the best thing for us to forgive, yes, forget to an extent. But there's a difference between forgetting and saying there's no fallout from it. There's a difference between saying, hey, I forgive you, but I'm also going to acknowledge that this is damaged, that this doesn't work the way it used to anymore. Forgiveness does not mean that the situation is fixed. It means I don't hold it against you. And we've come to this weird idea where saying that I'm not going to hold this against you means that I'm not going to allow the consequences of this to have any effect. No, listen, forgiveness does not negate the consequences of our actions. We still have to live with whatever fallout comes from our choices. We're free to do whatever we want. We can do whatever choice we want. And yeah, we can be forgiven for our choices, but that doesn't mean that there's not still some price that has to be paid. Forgiveness always comes with a price. And so there are times where, the best thing would be to say, you know what, I forgive you, but that's the end of this relationship. We're done. And, some of the stuff that they're saying, you know, like oh, let's look at these lyrics here. He says, at the very beginning of the song, I'll burn the bridge and walk away. There's no need to make amends. And sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's okay, you know, this is it. We're done. And we're not going to make amends. This is over. This friendship is finished. And I'll burn this bridge and I'll walk away from it. And I'm okay with that. And sometimes that needs to be the thing that happens. We need to say, I forgive you. We're never we can't be friends anymore. That's okay. Somewhere along the way, we've come to this idea where there's sentimentality and we think we have to say, I forgive and I'll forget it. It's like it never happened. But that's damaging and it's dangerous and it doesn't actually solve problems. And so, man, this is really interesting, and I like this song, man. The delivery of it's phenomenal. Like the energy behind the song, and dude, I don't know anybody in this band. I don't know the vocalist. I don't know any of their names. But their vocalist, dude, holy crap, his voice is fantastic. And that falsetto he reached is amazing. His range is really, really good. You know, I'd take this another way, too. I take this kind of more metaphorically, I suppose. Like, you're dead to me when I cut you off, I cut you out. And I would take that almost like a destructive behavior. Like, sometimes the way to get past something that causes us harm is to cut it out completely and say, hey, there's this thing in me that I need to change, and the only way I can see to do it is to act as if it were dead to me and just cut that part out. And it can be painful, man. Pruning is not a painless thing. We think like when we're pruning or tending to a garden, like we're cutting out the overgrowth, right? We're like, when we do that, we're cutting. We're killing things that need to be killed so that something better can grow in its place. And it's a violent action, and sometimes that's what we need to do in our lives is cut off things that are destructive. And so that could be relationships, it could be substances, it could be social media presence. You know, that's something I'm on tonight is the 9th that I'm recording this, the 9th of January, and all of next week I have vacation that I'm taking where I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home, and in that vacation I am taking a bit of a break from social media. I'll post these videos and that's gonna be it, really. So yeah, it's just, dude, sometimes we need to cut stuff out of our lives for our better so that we can grow and we can become stronger in our lives, and sometimes stronger in our faith, man. Dude, this was really good. This was so good. I really enjoyed this, and it had me thinking. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give this song a 10 out of 10. Like, it was just that good. The music was good, the instrumentation, the arrangement, the delivery, all of it was excellent. Everything fell into place well, and that vocalist, again, was just so stinking good. So anyway, you know what you have to do. You have to get in the comments and tell me what you thought about this song on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being terrible, 10 being amazing. Where do you rank it? And I really want to know what your thoughts are. Have you had any experiences with something you had to cut out of your life so you could grow? Man, well done, you guys. So good. This was awesome. Really enjoyed it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time. If you liked what you saw, I would ask you to hit the like button, maybe share the video with some friends and see what they thought. If you have a song you want me to get into, leave me a comment or send me an email at lyrical.resonance.ia@gmail.com, and I will get it added into my schedule and my rotation. Man, I'm so hyped to be getting back into a regular routine. Anyway, off track. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for me. Make sure to subscribe, because where words fail, music does speak, and we're going to continue listening to what it has to say here at Lyrical Resonance. But until our next time, as always, you guys stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.